If you bring a problem to a choleric, the first thing he thinks about is solution. They may have a difficult time listening to their partner, especially if their partner is talking about feelings, emotions, and they are not looking at the solution itself. They get frustrated by that process of going through the emotions of getting to the solution. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Live by Design with Grace Kariuki. Your temperament is that part of your personality that deals with the information in the world. So when something happens, how you perceive it, how you interpret it, how you act on it, that is your temperament. And the choleric temperament approaches disagreements with the idea of we must get a solution, and they feel a need to assert their viewpoint because cholerics are very decisive and they are goal directed. They already have a few solutions up their sleeves that they want to solve the problem with. So the question is normally asked, why does my partner seem to want to win every argument we have? Now I will tell you this, because they are wired to fix problems. If you bring a problem to a choleric, the first thing he thinks about is solution. So he's not going to be thinking about how you feel, how other people are going to think about it. Their first thought is going to be there is a problem and there is a solution, and that is our goal, is to find that solution. When the partner of the choleric is a different way, they need to walk the road towards the solution, they will feel frustrated because they will say things like, I feel like, and while the choleric is thinking, no, this is not about feeling, this is about what needs to be done. The way that the choleric will appear in that conversation will be quite argumentative. They will want to assert what they think the solution should be. They may have a difficult time listening to their partner, especially if their partner is talking about feelings, emotions, and they are not looking at the solution itself. It's going to be difficult for them. They get frustrated by that process of going through the emotions of getting to the solution. The thing that you as a choleric would need to do is to also validate and affirm the way your partner gets to the solution. You may have the same end goal, but how your partner gets to the end goal and how you get to the end goal becomes a problem. Now, if in a space where the two of you are in a disagreement, what I would recommend for the choleric is to step away from wanting to win and really be intentional about the group winning, the team winning, and allow yourself to share your opinion. And after you have shared your opinion, your viewpoint, you do need to ask what other people think and take the time to listen. Because the other thing, as a leader, because you as a choleric, you are a born leader. You can't lead people successfully unless you are willing to hear them so that they can own the process towards the goal together with you. One of the reasons why as a choleric you will find yourself irritable and quick-tempered and also impatient is because some of the team members you have, including your spouse, they may be having the space where they want to think through everything that could go wrong. That's not a bad thing. And so for you as a choleric, you would need to learn how to be interested and curious about how your partner is thinking through the same problem, so that you can be able to create an influence where the two of you influence each other. I usually say if you are dealing with the more introverted temperaments like the melancholic or the phlegmatic, what you want to do is allow yourself to do character development in terms of, as a choleric, you need to slow down, you need to quiet your mind and focus on listening. And once you are able to listen, you will find that the two of you now can work together. However, if you are finding yourself unable to wait, unable to have patience, unable to sit with that uncomfortable feeling, let's get moving, let's keep going, you will find that then there will be always unresolved conflict between you and your partner. One of the things that I usually say, if we can create boundaries in terms of, this is what I want us to do, this is how I see this thing going. Sometimes your partner, because they are of their introvertedness, they want to think, and there is nothing wrong with a person who overthinks. I think we tend to think overthinking is negative, but it is the analytical part of the mind, and there are people, before they decide on something, they have to analyze it. So you as a choleric, you need to look at the strengths or the influence of your partner who is less driven than you, to be able to see that they can help your impulsivity, so that you don't make quick decisions that usually down the line there will be maybe a regret or something will go wrong. Your partner who is less driven can be a sounding board, can have a way in which they are able to see things that you may not be able to see. And that is why now as a choleric, it would be good for you to develop the skill of empathy, the skill of compassion, the skill of interest and curiosity about your partner and where they are coming from. When you are married to somebody who is less driven, then you kind of see them as they procrastinate, they wait too long. And part of that is when grown people do not feel like the choleric is listening, what they do, they go into that stubbornness where they are not going to talk, they are not going to engage, because they say, why should I engage? And anyway, you will still choose to go your way. It would be important, again, to increase your emotional intelligence, and especially the skill of self-regulation. So identify when you feel dysregulation and you want things to happen quickly, and you are feeling a lot of anxiety around that. Sometimes that anxiety can turn into anger, and just allow yourself to pull back and calm down and bring yourself to a space of logical thinking to see what you need to do, how you need to bring the team towards you, rather than pushing them away so that you can get your way. I encourage you to reach out to me if you recognize that this is something that you struggle with as a choleric. You have a lot of strengths, but you also have quite a bit of rough edges that could cause you to be quite unsatisfied, unhappy, or even discontented in your relationship. So until next time, continue to live by design.